Good morning, class. Let us study a new lesson, that is conservation of plants and animals. We saw in class 7 that Paheli and Bhujo had visited the forest along with Professor Ahmed and Tibu. They were eager to share their experiences with their classmates. Other children in the class were also eager to share their experiences, as some of them had visited Bharatpur Sanctuary. Some others had heard about Kaziranga National Park, Lakchao Wildlife Sanctuary, Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, and Tiger Reserve. So, all these are few national parks or wildlife sanctuaries or biosphere reserves. What is the purpose of making these national parks or wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves? It is for the conservation of plants and animals. So in this lesson, we shall study about deforestation and its effects, conservation of forest and wildlife. We shall study about flora and fauna, and we shall move to wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserve in detail. We shall study about all these in detail. Let us study about deforestation and its causes. You all know that a great variety of plants and animals exist on earth, and each plant and animals are interdependent. This interdependence is very much essential for well-being and survival of mankind. But a great threat to survival of the organisms is deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? It is clearing of forest and using that land for other purposes. Cutting down of trees and making the land barren is said to be deforestation. What are the purposes for the trees to be cut? It may be for procuring land for cultivation. When there is no land for agriculture, the forest land is taken for the purpose of cultivation. Obviously, the trees are chopped or cut down and it is made into agricultural lands. The second point is building houses and factories. When the population of human beings increases, they need more houses and factories. So, forest areas are cut down and houses as well as building or factories are constructed for their benefits, for the human benefits. For making furniture or using wood as fuel, you have already studied in your previous lesson that wood is used as a fuel. So, forest areas are cut down or trees are cut in order to make furniture or for the purpose of fuel. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fires and severe drought. So, you all have seen or heard in the news during the summer season, most of the forest catch fire. It is natural because of the rise in temperature. Naturally, these forests catch fire, and during forest fires, most of the trees, plants, or the animals are vanished. And severe drought condition is due to less rainfall or reduced rainfall. The forest may become barren due to drought condition when there is less rainfall in particular year or during the year. Consequences of deforestation. Paheli and Bhujo recalled the consequences of deforestation. They both recalled the effects of deforestation. They remembered that deforestation increases the temperature and pollution level on the earth. So what may happen if deforestation continues? It increases the temperature of the earth as well as it increases the pollution on the earth. It increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. You all know that plants or the trees use carbon dioxide both for respiration as well as for photosynthesis. Hence, the level of carbon dioxide will be maintained in the nature. If at all deforestation continues, the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increases. Groundwater level also gets lowered. Groundwater is the stored water inside the soil layers. So we use groundwater for our daily needs. It may be by fetching bore wells or wells, we draw water from the ground. So the groundwater level also gets lowered due to deforestation. They know that deforestation disturbs the balance in nature. They were told by Professor Ahmed that if the cutting of trees continues, rainfall and the fertility of the soil will decrease. So what may happen? The fertility of the soil also gets decreased as well as the rainfall also decreases. It affects the rainfall also. Deforestation affects the rainfall. There will be increased chances of natural calamities such as floods and drought condition. You can see floods everywhere. That means the water absorbing capacity of the soil will be less due to deforestation. So floods can be seen and drought condition also may be seen. Plants need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Fewer trees would mean that less carbon dioxide will be used up, resulting in its increased amount in the atmosphere. So, as I explained earlier, when there are no plants and trees, photosynthesis will not take place. So, carbon dioxide level increases in the atmosphere. When the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increases, it leads to global warming. Because carbon dioxide can trap the heat rays reflected by the earth. So, the temperature of the earth increases. That is known as global warming. Deforestation leads to global warming. The increase in temperature of the earth disturbs the water cycle and it leads to reduced rainfall, which can cause drought conditions. When there is irregular rainfall in the year, it results in drought conditions. Drought occurs due to reduced rainfall per year. Deforestation is a major cause which leads to change in soil properties. Physical properties of the soil gets affected by plantation and vegetation. You all know that trees prevent soil erosion. As I explained just now, trees or the plants will prevent soil erosion. So when there are less number of trees, it results in more soil erosion. So soil erosion will take away the top layer of the soil and it exposes the lower hard and rocky layers. This soil will have less humus and is less fertile. So plants cannot grow in less fertile soil, or the lower hard rocky layers are very infertile and plants cannot grow properly in that soil. The fertile land gets converted into desert. It is called as desertification. What is desertification? The fertile land getting converted into desert is known as desertification due to soil erosion or due to cutting of the trees, or we can say that due to deforestation. Deforestation also leads to decrease in water holding capacity of the soil. That means water holding capacity of the soil will be very less. The movement of water from the soil into ground will be reduced. The water cannot go inside the ground. That is, infiltration rate of the soil will be reduced. So there are floods. The other properties of the soil like nutrient content, texture, etc. also change because of deforestation. What are the effects of deforestation now? To recall once again, it increases the temperature and pollution level of the earth. It increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Groundwater level also gets lowered. It disturbs the balance in nature. It causes global warming and conditions like drought. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Professor Ahmed organizes a visit to Biosphere Reserve for Paheli, Bujo and their classmates. He selects a place named Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. He knows that the plants and animals found here are similar to those of the upper Himalayan peaks and those belonging to the lower Western Ghats. Why Professor Ahmed has taken the children to Panchmari Biosphere Reserve? Because the plants and animals and organisms found there was completely different. He wanted to show the different varieties of plants and animals found in Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. So he organizes a trip to the children to Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Professor Ahmed believes that the biodiversity found here is unique. He requests Madhavji, a forest employee, to guide the children inside the reserve. So now he takes the help of Madhavji. He is a forest employee. He asks Madhavji to guide the children inside the reserve. What do you mean by biodiversity? Biodiversity means the varieties of organisms existing on the earth. It may be plants, animals and other organisms. It explains the interrelationships and relationship with the environment also. What do you mean by biosphere? It is the part of the earth in which living organisms exist. Or biosphere is the part of the earth which supports life. All the types of life can be seen in biosphere. We have to study few terms here: protected areas, wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserve. What do you mean by protected areas? Have you all heard of protected areas, children, in Kodagu? Yes, you might have heard of Devakadus. Those are the protected areas. And in Kodagu, we can see many Devakadus in most of the villages. To protect our flora and fauna and their habitats, protected areas are called wildlife sanctuaries, or protected areas called wildlife sanctuaries, national parks and biosphere reserves have been earmarked. Plantations, cultivation, grazing, cutting of the trees or felling trees, hunting and poaching are prohibited in these areas. These are specially protected areas and people cannot enter these areas. It may be plantation or cultivation or grazing of animals or cutting down of trees. All these are prohibited in these areas. These are safe from humans. These areas are safe from humans. Certain rules and regulations will be put forth by the government in order to protect these areas. It may be wildlife sanctuaries, national parks or biosphere reserves. What do you mean by wildlife sanctuary? Areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them and their habitat. In wildlife sanctuaries, animals will be protected. It is a forest itself, but animals will be protected. No hunting or poaching of animals. So, you all have heard of the government rules. There is no poaching and hunting of animals now. If at all a human being does so, then he will be jailed. National Park, areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitat and natural resources. Biosphere Reserve, large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources and traditional life of the tribals living in the areas. Here you have to note that tribal people can live in those areas. These are the large areas and protected lands or area. Here, conservation of wildlife and plant and animal resources and traditional life of the tribals living in that area is taken care. Children, now you all know that Professor Ahmed has taken the children to Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. There they meet the forest employee Madhavji. So Madhavji explains to the children about the forest and the animals living there. He explains that they will take care of the forest and the animals living there. At the same time, the government also will take care of the forest and the organisms or the living creatures. What will the government do? The government lays down rules, methods and policies to protect and conserve the living creatures. Wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserve, etc. are protected areas for conservation of plants and animals present in that area. Why these places are made, why these wildlife sanctuaries are national parks or biosphere reserves are made, or why it is protected, why it is protected areas? Because to conserve plants and animals present in that area. Now, children, you have to do an activity. You have to find the number of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves in your district, that is in Kodagu district. You have to make a note of protected areas, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserve in your district, in your state, that is Karnataka, and in India also. Fill it here only in the textbook.